Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Um, Restorative Yoga on Wellness Wednesdays. Today's class I brought into the living room so that hopefully we will not have internet interruption issues because I'm closer to the router. So let's find a comfortable seat. I am sitting in hero pose, supported with a meditation cushion underneath my shins. And I also have I have padding underneath my knees. You can use folded towels, blankets, throw pillows, chair or sofa cushions for your props. But find your comfortable seat and let's start to tune into our natural breath. Usually we rush to get somewhere, rush to be on time. And when we rush, we put ourselves under stress. When we put ourselves under stress, it affects our breathing. So tuning into your natural breath, just how you are breathing in and out without changing anything, you want to notice whether or not your breathing is a little bit fast, and when we do self breath awareness again, we will be able to notice any changes no matter how subtle. So sit comfortably, draw your navel in a little bit to engage the abdominal muscles, protect the lower back, relax the shoulders down from the earlobes. You can close your eyes all the way or halfway, or look at the front edge of your mat or your space. We want to start to let go of focusing on the recent past, what has already happened earlier today or yesterday or last week. You want to start letting go of focusing on what is going to happen next, later on this evening, tomorrow, next week. We want to pay attention to our inhales and our exhales so that we can stay in the present moment as much as possible. Very gently start to relax yourself a little bit more. Sighs, moans, groans, all create vibration that release tension in the body. We want to start to drag out, lengthen the inhales and the exhales. Mentally count to 3 or count to 5 as you slowly inhale. You want your abdomen to be relaxed enough so that when you inhale, the abdomen inflates. That lifts the heart as the spine lengthens up through the crown, as well as down through the tailbone, legs, and feet. So we start to mentally count to 3 or 5. Draw in the navel and slowly exhale, mentally counting to 3 or 5, relaxing the shoulders and the hips and the legs. And we're going to do that 2 more times. A slow inhale. Spine is lengthening up and down. Draw in the navel a little bit more. A slow exhale. Feel the shoulders relax down. One more time together. Slow inhale. Draw in the navel. Slow exhale. Let's add some movement to let go of some tension. As we inhale, let's look up. Draw in the navel and slowly exhale the gaze back to the earth. We're going to do that 2 more times, as slow as you can. One more time, inhaling, gazing up. Draw in the navel, exhale the gaze toward the earth. All right. Let's add in side to side motion. As we inhale, our gaze is in center. Draw in the navel, and as we exhale, look to your left. Relaxing the shoulders and the hips. Slow inhale, back to center. Draw the navel in, look to your right. Inhale, back to center. Follow your breath, exhale left. Inhale, center. Draw the navel in, exhale right. Inhale, center. Navel in, exhale to the left, gaze left. Inhale, center. Let's, if you are in hero pose, let's behind the knees. But we're sitting up nice and tall, the navel's drawn in, the heart is lifted, the shoulders are down from the earlobes. As we inhale, heart and crown lift. As the spine lengthens up, the spine also lengthens down through the tailbone, legs, and all the way through the soles of the feet. As we exhale, we draw in the navel, and we let everything relax toward the ground. 2 more times, inhaling, lengthening, draw in the navel, exhaling, grounding. 1 more time, inhale, lengthen, draw in the navel, exhale, ground. All right. I don't know about y'all, but since there have been a lot of bright sunshine the last few days, I have been doing a lot of walking. So that has made me think about the feet, the toes, ankles, and my knees and my hips, because I have decades old injuries to the knees and to the left hip. So, and I've been feeling it in several of those girl treks. So that's what I want to work on, the extremities. We are also doing a lot of typing on our devices. So I also want us to get rid of some of the tension and stiffness that may be in our hands, our fingers, our wrists, and possibly our elbows, along with the shoulders and the neck and the lower back. So we're sitting in staff pose, and we want to point and flex with the inhale and the exhale. So as we inhale, we're going to point the toes away from our face. As we exhale, we're going to draw in our navel and point the toes toward our face, which allows us to flex our feet. So we're going to do this 4 more times together. Inhale, point, spine still lengthens up and down. Draw in the navel, exhale, flex. Two more times, follow your breath. Excellent. Ankle circles. We're going to inhale for the first half of the circle, exhale for the second half of the circle. You can have the feet going in the same direction or in opposite directions. Inhaling, big, wide, exaggerated circles so that you can get a lot of flexion in the ankle. Inhaling, exhaling. Never mind that popping sound in those joints. Hopefully that will decrease. 3 times in one direction, and then let's reverse. Inhale for the front half of the circle. Exhale for the second half of the circle. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Wiggle the knees. As far as the hands, let's rub the hands together, creating some heat. And we massage, press the fingers together, the palms together, elbows out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, fingers come apart a little bit. Exhale, they press back together. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Wrist circles, inhaling for half of the circle, exhaling for the second half of the circle. And of course, they're not syncing up. Reverse. All right. Shake out the wrists. Open and close the fingers. Inhale, open the fingers wide. Exhale, make claws. Inhale, bring all the fingertips to the thumb. Exhale, point the fingers and the thumb down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Follow your breath for 2 more rounds. Inhale. Third time's a charm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right. Shake them out. All right. Let's go for a forward fold. Let's inhale the arms up overhead. Draw in the navel, exhale, and fold only as far as is comfortable. We're folding at the hip crease, not the waist. We're keeping the shoulders down from the earlobes, and our gaze is at our shins or over our toes to keep our neck in neutral. Inhale up, navel in as we exhale and reach past those toes. Take an extra breath. Inhale. Navel in as we exhale and fold at the hip. Relax the shoulders down from the earlobes. Try to keep the neck in neutral. Draw in the navel with each exhale. Making space for the heart to lower closer to the thighs. Tuck the chin and inhale. All right. Let's swing the legs to the sides and come to hands and knees. Knees come down from the hip joint. Wrists come underneath, underneath the shoulder joint. Spread the fingers wide. Let's inhale. The heart forward, lifting the tailbone and gazing forward for cow pose. Let's exhale, draw on the navel, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, and let the back of the heart lift up toward the heavens. Cat tuck. Slow, undulating movement. Cow. Exhale. Inhale. Slow, slow exhale. One more. Cow pose. Exhale, cat tuck. And we're back in tabletop or neutral spine. This inhale, let's extend the left leg straight back. Toes don't have to come off of the mat. And let's just inhale, the spine lengthens forward through the crown of the head, back through the tailbone and the legs. And as we exhale, let's just rock the, sway the hips back and let the left foot extend through the heel. Inhaling and exhaling. Spine lengthens on the inhale. We ground on the exhale. Bring that knee back. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, ground. One more breath. Inhale, drawing the navel, exhaling, grounding. Let's bring that knee back underneath. As you exhale, everything is still grounding. Everything that's in contact with the earth is grounding. Next, inhale, right fingertips, reach forward. Drawing your navel to keep yourself, your core engaged and yourself kind of balanced. Lift up the back leg a little bit. Keep the fingertips from wandering down. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen through the foot and the fingers. As you exhale, relax through the shoulders, drawing the navel. Ground everything that is still in contact with the earth. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands, the right hand down, and then the knee back under the hip. Take another cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat tuck. Back to neutral spine. Inhale, extend the right leg to hip height. Circle that ankle. Reverse it. Relax through the shoulders as you're exhaling. Next inhale, extend the left fingertips. Because I have extended my left hand forward, my right leg wants to creep on down toward the ground. Lift that leg, keep the fingertips lifted. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drawing the navel, relax through the shoulders, ground everything that's still in contact with the earth. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drawing the navel, relax through the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, the hand down, and then the knee back underneath the hip. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat tuck. One more. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat tuck. We're back in a neutral spine. Inhale, lengthen. Drawing the navel. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, lengthen the spine again. Drawing the navel. Exhale, forearm down. Forehead down. It's more about hips close to the heels than forehead to the earth. Child's pose. If you are keeping your thighs close together, that is fine, but you can also open your knees wide, let your big toes touch behind you, sit your hips back, and then bring the forehead to your stacked fists. Don't forget those healing sounds, those sighs, those moans, those slight groans, creating vibration to break up mucus and increase circulation, especially to our internal organs. As you inhale, feel your lower back and your side ribs expand. As you exhale, draw in your navel and see if you can feel everything relax inward, kind of contract inward and relax toward the earth. 2 more breaths. Slow inhale and a even Very gently extend the arms, tuck the chin, extended child's pose. Lift up enough to bring the knees back closer together. Extended child. Tuck the toes under. Plant the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift up for a downward facing dog. We're not going to be here long. Pedal the feet. Still inhaling slowly, exhaling slowly. We're back in center. Really stretch the hips back toward the back of your mat or toward your heels. Your head is aligned with your upper arms and your gaze can be toward your toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Draw on the navel. Exhale, the knees down. Downward puppy. Next inhale, glide your shoulders over your wrists. Modified plank. Take an extra breath here. Breath. Slow inhale. Modified plank. Exhale, ground through the palms. Relax the shoulders down from the earlobes. Inhale, heart forward, pelvis forward. Upward facing, modified. Exhale, downward puppy. Take an extra breath, and we do the third round. Inhale, modified plank. Exhale, ground. Take an extra breath. Tuck the chin, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, draw the navel in to flatten the back. Inhale to cow, exhale, cat tuck. And we're back to a neutral spine. Walk both of the hands and knees to your left. And let your hips come down on the right. And we'll swing the feet around. And we're momentarily back in staff pose. Scoot the hips a little closer to the heels. And let's gently roll down for a partial recline. I have padding underneath my lower back and mid back. Let's take a couple of breaths, grounding the back body to the earth. The knees are bent, the, the hips, the lower back, the mid back, and the shoulders are all in contact with the earth. The back of the head is on the earth, but the neck itself is not. There's no pressure on the neck at all. Let's bring the forearms, the upper arms in, lower the forearms, reaching toward the heels. Maybe slide the heels a little bit closer to our fingertips. Doesn't matter if they touch or not. Press the lower back into the earth. That allows the tailbone to tuck. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the hips and the lower back. And as we exhale, we're going to draw in the navel, without moving before you go to your next repetition. So let's press in the feet, press in the upper arms, and on the inhale, we gently lift the lower back and maybe the hips and the lower back and maybe the mid back. Draw in your navel and slowly exhale down the spine. Hips touch down last. You can stay here for a resting breath before you go to your next round. We're going to do a total of 5. You can take a resting breath in between each one, if that's what you need. Inhale, flowing up, draw on the navel, exhale, flowing down. Take a resting breath if you need it. Otherwise, inhale. Navel in, slow exhale. Follow your breath for the last 2. Slow inhale and possibly an even slower exhale. Drawing your navel in during the exhale protects that lower back. Once your hips touch down for the 5th time, point the knees out left and right. Bring the soles of the feet together. You can bring fists in to under the thighs if you need support. You can bring the palms to the inner thighs if you want to deepen the stretch to the hip joints. So as we inhale, we're going to allow the abdomen to inflate. That also inflates the pelvic girdle. Draw the navel in a little bit more and slowly exhale, all while pressing the soles of the feet together. 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Spine still lengthens in both directions. Navel in, slow exhale. Shoulders sink into the earth, mid back, lower back, hips, back of the head, all ground. Inhale. Abdomen inflates, heart lifts, crown lifts, legs extend, draw the navel in, slow exhale. Everything relaxes toward the earth. Very gently, bring the inner thighs back together. Feet are back flat on the earth. Relax through the shoulders. Take a breath. Bring the soles of the feet close to the glutes. Reach the fingertips toward the heels. Press the lower back into the earth, which tucks the tailbone. And we're going for a static bridge pose. Inhale. Maintain the pose as you exhale. Inhale, maybe press the feet, lift the hips a bit more. Draw the navel in, maintain during your exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Drawing the navel, slowly exhale down the spine, lower back, and then the hips. Once the hips touch down, bring the knee toward the heart, left and then right. Hug it in. Inhale, abdomen inflates, let the arms straighten. Navel in, exhale, bend those elbows and bring the thighs closer to your heart. Inhale, straighten the arms. Navel in, exhale, bend the elbows, bring the thighs closer to the heart. Follow your breath for 2 more. Inhale, navel in, exhale. Inhale, hands down, keep the knees bent, drawing the navel, exhale down the feet. And we are back in partial recline. Take a breath. Inhale the arms out to the sides, palms down, protecting the shoulder. Drawing the navel, exhale those knees toward your heart. Inhale and center, spine lengthen. Drawing the navel, exhale, knees toward your left, aiming toward your left wrist. If you need a support, bring in a cushion. Take a couple of breaths here. Your goal is to relax that right shoulder into the earth. Inhale, you're inflating your abdomen and your right side ribs. Drawing your navel during the exhale. Ground your right shoulder, your left ear, and your legs. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Take your time and inhale those knees back to center. We switch the cushion over. As we exhale and ground. Inhale, lengthen again. Draw in the navel, and this time knees go toward your right wrist. Trying to keep your left shoulder grounded. And we are gazing toward the right. So the right ear grounds, left shoulder grounds, right shoulder grounds, and the legs. Inhale, inflate the left side ribs, lower back, abdomen. Draw in the navel, exhale, ground through left shoulder, right ear, and the legs. One more breath. Take your time. Next inhale, bring the knees back to center. Exhale. Wrap the hands around the shins and hug the knees in. Gently roll side to side. A slow inhale in the center, a slow exhale to the left and to the right. Inhale, center, exhale a little bit to the left. Inhale, center, exhale a little bit to the right. One more time. Inhale, center, exhale. Inhale, center, exhale. And then back to the center. Inhaling, releasing the hands, exhaling, feet to the earth. And take a resting breath. Let's see. Let's extend the legs straight out. Bring the elbows alongside the ribs. And we're going to go for a fish pose. As you bring your elbows to the earth, as you inhale, let your heart arch toward the heavens and the top of your head come to the earth. As you exhale, let the top of the head ground, shoulders ground, glutes and thighs, as well as the legs and feet. Point the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Relax through the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Try to take your slowest, deepest breaths in this pose. Two more. Head, look at the toes, and then slowly lower down the shoulders. Whew. Any other stretches or twists that you need before we go into Shavasana or stillness? Since that was kind of a deep back bend, let's bring the kneecaps together, open the feet wide, and we're going to go for broken scissors. You can goal post the arms. Inhale and center. Draw in the navel. Exhale, knees toward the left. They'll be uneven like a pair of broken scissors. And gaze to your right. And take a breath or two here. Slow inhale. Draw in the navel for an even slower Exhale. One more round of breath. Take your time. Bring your gaze and your knees back to center. For the inhale, allow yourself to ground. For the exhale, inhale, lengthen one more time in center. Draw on the navel, and this time let the knees go to the right, uneven, like a pair of broken scissors. Let your gaze go to the left, and take 2 more breaths. Slow inhale, and an even slower exhale. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Take your time. Inhale, gaze and knees back to center. Exhale, and let yourself ground in center. Any other stretches that you need? I feel a twinge in my right hip. All that walking, we pay for it. We gain, but we also pay. When you're ready, stretch your right leg out to the right corner. Stretch your left leg out to the left corner. Let your arms reach out to the sides, palm up in a mudra of receiving and giving. Don't forget, you can put something, roll up a towel and maybe put it underneath your knees. You can bring in a throw pillow and put that under your head if you need it. Also, since when you relax, your body temperature usually drops a degree, you can bring in a fleece or a light blanket to cover up your core. Let yourself get relaxed. Let me hear those sighs or those moans and groans 3 times. One more. Now let go of counting, mentally counting while you're inhaling and exhaling. Let go of worrying about whether or not you're inflating your abdomen enough on the inhale or whether you're drawing in your navel enough on the exhale. We're going back to the natural breath. Let me get comfortable, more comfortable. There we go. Back to the natural breath. Notice how the breath is flowing now. Does it still feel choppy? Does it still feel like it's rushed? Or does it feel smooth and a little bit more relaxed and a little bit deeper now? Notice if you still have any aches, any pains, any twinges anywhere. My right shoulder still giving me some issues. It's going to take me a couple of weeks to work on that, get that back healed. No illusions there. But you just want to note, if you still do have twinges, aches anywhere, visualize that as you're inhaling, you are sending extra oxygen to those places that are still offering you any kind of resistance. Physical spots or mental spots. We allow ourselves to relax and be still for the next 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Only have to be still for 2 minutes. You stay still while I move around. Continue your natural breath. A little bit while you wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, circle the ankles a couple of times in one direction and then reverse it a couple of times. Circle the wrists a couple of times in one direction and then reverse it. Take a nice slow inhale, and as you exhale, take a deep stretch like you just woke up. One more, inhale, exhale, deep stretch. Third time, inhale, exhale, deep stretch. Very gently roll onto your right side, which is the active side of the body. Pause for a moment, take a full breath. And when you're ready, place your left hand on the floor in front of your heart. And as you inhale, roll up from the side to a comfortable seat. Taking your time, trying to keep your breath relaxed. Hopefully our natural breath is much more relaxed now. I'm sitting in Tsukasana. If you're sitting in Tsukasana, we usually put the same leg in the front as always for balance. Switch it. Draw on the navel a little bit. That protects the lower back. Relax the shoulders down from the earlobes. Palms can rest on the thighs or on the knees. Let's take an extra breath. Inhaling. Heart's going to lift, crown's going to lift, tailbone's going to ground. Draw on the navel. Slow exhale. Let the shoulder blades slide down the back. Let the hips sink into the earth. Let the legs relax more into the earth. Let your shoulders relax down so that your arms and hands can relax onto your thighs. Let's take a moment and think about mindfulness, compassion, respect, joy, peace. We have to find more ways to bring that into our own life without it being at the expense of others. We have to find those things within ourselves so that we can share them out with the rest of the world. Yoga is all about union, and we are uniting our body, our mind, and our soul, but we are also uniting with all other beings because we realize that there is no separation between ourself and other selves. It is all universal. So on that note, we inhale And we reach out as if we are gathering, collecting, harvesting truth, love, respect, peace, joy, justice, equity for ourselves as well as others. Our palms meet overhead, and we slowly exhale that affirmation, wish, prayer straight to our heart. Our thumbs pressed into the center of our chest, which is the location of our spiritual heart. We inhale once more and let our heart lift up to meet our prayer, affirmation, or wish. Draw on the navel a little bit, and as you exhale, bow to your true highest self. Namaste. Ade Ashe. Amen. Thank you. Many, many thanks for joining me for this Wellness Wednesday, restorative yoga at 4:30. If this class has been of benefit to you, please join me again next Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. And may your Wellness Wednesday continue to be blessed. Much, much love to all.